Okay, so this little video is going to introduce you to okay, well, some of you have already been introduced to this, but this is to discuss in a little more detail about string concatenation. And basically concatenate, that just means to join. So it's like I'm going to take two strings and I'm going to concatenate two strings. That just basically means I'm going to join them together. Alright, so I've created this little program where the user is going to put their first name in that text box, last name in that text box, and when I click the concatenate button, their full name will appear in a single label, which you can't quite see because there's nothing in it at this point in time, but it is there. Alright, so when I click on the button, I'm going to, first off, I'm going to declare a couple of variables. I'm going to call this one, say, first name, and I know, surprisingly enough, last name as string. And so when I click the button, I believe I should turn first name dot equals, and I'm going to take txt first dot text, and I'm going to chuck it in there. And I'm going to set last name equal to txt last dot text, and so now when I click the button, I've got whatever's being put in here and here in my variables. Hopefully that's easy enough to follow. Right, so now I'm actually gonna create one more string, and I'm gonna call it full name, oddly enough, and I'm gonna say full name equals first name, and that little ampersand is gonna join them together. Now, what you'll notice here is, I got to put it in the, so then I need a label name dot text equals full name. Okay, so all we're doing is we're grabbing whatever text is in these two text boxes, we're chucking them together, concatenating them, and putting them into this variable here, which we then take the value of this variable, which will be their full name, and we'll chuck it in that label. All right, let's see what happens. Maybe. Alright, so there it is, and I'm going to put in my first name and my last name and click on concatenate. Now you'll notice there's no space in between there. Oh, that's a bummer, isn't it? Well, there is technically a space between those two names, so there's a couple of things you can do. One of them is to actually create a third string. We'll dim, how about str blank as string, and I'm actually going to set it equal to a simple space. Alright, so now I can put that string blank in there. Does that make sense? So there's their first name, blank string, last name. And that should, oh, I got to put something in there. And look at that. Alright, yes, you can say it. I am brilliant. Alright, so you can see I can actually have any number of strings in here, and I can even put my own strings in here if I want. And in fact, I'm going to put in is choice. Alright, so there's the first name, there's a blank space, there's the last name, and it should say that, of course, I am choice. And when I concatenate, Mr. Macri is choice. Oh, thanks very much. I appreciate that. Alright, so go on to the next exercise. You're going to do some Mad Libs. See if you can figure it out.